Make no mistake, Luffy is broken. Luffy is actually busted.
Damn!
But there's been a lot of folks doubting the Monkey D. The Monkey D! Luffy. Ever since he got off screen last chapter.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the
By Now to be fair, I'm on team Kaido. Okay? Meaning I'm a Yonko fanboy through and through. I love the Yonko in their totality. Kaido in particular has been pretty dope as of late given this arc so far. Ever since this man fell 10k. Mother fell 10k. Ever since Kaido fell 10k, I was on board that shit. Whatever he was about, loved it. Only 2 times where my appreciation for Kaido faltered. But not stopped. Number 1 was when you see Kaido's legs. Now, the anime does make Kaido's thighs a bit thicker. And I like me some dark meat. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Number 2 is the fish.
A fish.
The whole, oh my god, he ate the Magikarp fruit and then he transformed into a Gyarados. Oh my god. No, that was, no. And I said back then, no, it's a mythical Zoan based on a fish, but he was from the jump a dragon, and lo and behold, a dragon he was. Through and through. So, yes, the legs are a bit of a problem, but that's manga exclusive. And the anime for Wano Country, I'd argue, is more canon than the manga, again, for Wano Country. That's what I'd argue. Okay? Alright, so a lot of folks, after Luffy got dunked on by Monsieur Kaido, latest chapter One Piece, got clowned, off-screened. MC got devastated, Team Rocketed, blasting off again. He's been knocked out, I think, what, 4 times now? I think it's been like 4 or 5 times that Kaido's knocked out Luffy. Over and over and over and over and over again. Luffy's face hits the pavement. Stone cold. This, I think in hindsight, is no real surprise because consider Hawkins' words. 19% chance that either Luffy or Zoro, or both Luffy and Zoro, would be alive in a month's time of sorts. And the way I gauged it, ultimately speaking, was Luffy was going to lose to Kaido again in a big way. And that has happened. That has absolutely happened. Some folks are theorizing that this is going to segue next chapter to the end of Act 3. Maybe. At this point in time, I'm leaning towards this arc being 3 acts, maybe 4 acts, for a conclusion, a finale act. But the tragedy would be Luffy actually losing, even though a lot of people like Law, Kid, Zoro, Sanjay had faith in Luffy that he would defeat Kaido one-on-one, and lo and behold, Luffy gets, again, Team Rocketed. So that could be the case, absolutely. But make no mistake, Luffy's coming back stronger. Yo, make no mistake, he's gonna bounce back, as Rubber does. Because Luffy has both the properties of rubber and gum. He's bouncing back, baby. And when he does, it's gonna be crazy. He might, let's say, because he's foreign now at this point in time, there's various options, like he gets scooped up by Law, Marco. Some folks theorize Momonosuke is gonna sense Luffy transform into a dragon and actually save him. Like just how Luffy assisted Momonosuke in Punk Hazard. Momo will return the favor now in this situation. Maybe. And just to add a few more things, because they're close to Wano Country, because we see the mountain in the distance in one of the latest chapters, maybe he can actually fall onto Wano Country itself. And even if he does fall into the water, keep in mind that the submarine of Lost Crew is still there. So they could also get Luffy as well. So there's options there. And plus, let's say if it is something like Marco or Law, They can heal Luffy. It may take some time, but they got the job done. Absolutely. In the past, some folks have theorized that Marco would, let's say, use all of his Phoenix Fire to heal Luffy, and in the process die doing so. And even though it's probably not going to happen, somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm still hoping, praying, we're going to see Law utilize in some capacity this immortality surgery, and in the process, maybe die. But again, that's a very, very far-reaching theory at this point in time. And Moria may come to the fray. He may come to the fray, but I mean, probably not. I mean, there's like a less than 1% chance, but given Moria's history with Kaido, he could come back and shove in a bunch of shots to Luffy, and then boom, there you go. But when Luffy does come back, again, he's gonna be stronger, probably have a Gear 5 in mind. Yeah. This is why Luffy is so busted, in a general sense. Look how quickly he learned Gear 2 and Gear 3. Water 7, he first meets Rob Lucci and company in Iceberg's mansion. They get coasted. He sees their skills. And then soon after, on the train going to Enies Lobby, he mentioned how he wanted to use some techniques that he just learned. And then we see in Enies Lobby Gear 2 and Gear 3 for the first time. And of course, one of the core foundations of Gear 2 is the Rokushiki skill Soru, which he learned after seeing them use it when he fought against them in Iceberg's mansion. Luffy has an accelerated growth rate compared to every character in One Piece, with maybe the exception of Kobe. We see in Whole Cake Island with the observation haki. We're seeing that be used on various occasions in this arc. Coming into the arc, the man was looking a bit stockier, a bit beefier after that Katakuri fight. Then we see him actually do pseudo Gear 3s, where he's able to actually expand his body without blowing into his thumb against Urashima. Then he's doing Conqueror's Haki unconsciously after face off against Kaido and losing to Kaido first time round after the first baby shake. Then going into Prisoner Mine is training constantly by carrying these blocks around with the cuffs on that limit his own powers. We know that he's gone through Ryo Haki training, and from the immediate jump, he actually skipped a step, and what Hyogoro was doing, Luffy was doing innately a more advanced version of that. Was able to damage Kaido in Gear 3, and of course, we saw the legendary Sand D Owls. We saw Luffy blocking Kaido's attacks by learning about the Conqueror's Haki being imbued into attacks. But he was doing that in base form. Kaido was in hybrid form. In theory, his most powerful state. Luffy was in base. In base. He's busted. The kid is broken. Luffy has already opened the door, opened the gates, Aomine Daiki style, to the zone, to the top 10. And the gates are gonna stay open. Luffy, after this, and because we know that Oda talked about a Gear 5 in SBS, I think it's very possible that after this experience with Kaido, he's gonna try and figure out something to defeat Kaido. And I feel like Yamato is gonna play a role in this as well. I don't see why she wouldn't. I feel like Yamato has to be there, and it would match up with one of the sayings surrounding Kaido, which of course we all know, one-on-one, you don't beat Kaido. At some point, Luffy plus Yamato versus Kaido, I think should absolutely happen, without a doubt. But also, something I want to keep in mind too, is for the sake of Luffy's character, we may see a good moment here for his character, where he starts to actually lose faith in himself. He had learned something brand spanking new, and he keeps on losing to Kaido. Over and over and over again.
Over and over and over and over and over again.
After this one attack, we may see Luffy lose faith in himself. Maybe. Because remember Luffy's words way back when, in Arlong Park, when he told to the entire crew, I can't snipe, I can't use a sword, I can't navigate, I can't cook, I can't do nothing but kick your ass, Arlong. That's all I can do. That's what I'm good at. And if Luffy can't kick Kaido's ass, Luffy's acknowledgement of his failure, and then maybe a nice cherry on top would be him realizing, or him acknowledging, or reviewing in a sense, why against very powerful guys in the past, like Katakuri, like Cracker, like Doflamingo, there were always circumstances where him and him alone was not enough to get the job done. Could lead him to have a very pivotal character moment for him. Maybe. I'm gonna use big fat letters, maybe. That'd be nice to see. Because this arc is lacking a lot of character stuff for the main characters, I'd argue. Absolutely, without question. But nonetheless, the end result is once again, whether he bounces back himself or someone else does it for him, Marco, Law, whether we do see a character moment or not for Luffy, how is it going to happen? What's it really happen? The fact of the matter is that he's going to come back. So even though I'm Team Kaido, I know that Luffy is the MC for a reason. Plot armor exists for a reason. And I went over a lot of these points in the past to remind you guys just how busted Luffy has been. In hindsight, when you look at it, coming into the post-time skip, Luffy was absolutely the strongest person of his peers, and since then, of course, he's gone considerably stronger. So I think it's important to get a refresher on these things after Luffy has gotten devastated by someone who is, arguably speaking, top 3 in the verse. Don Chinjao's words still stand tall. Surpassing the Admirals, surpassing the Yonko, and surpassing Goldie Roger himself. The series has a few years left, and the gate to the top 10, Luffy is already forced open. I don't think Luffy's leaving anytime soon. I really, really don't. So we'll see how things play out in the near future for One Piece. But I do expect Luffy's comeback to be tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Whether he beats Kaido one-on-one or not, which he probably will not, whether it's going to be Luffy and Yamato or Luffy, Law, and what's going to happen? Just like I lost to Rob Lucci in Water 7 way back when, he came back exponentially stronger, and Rob Lucci was like, damn, who in the hell? Kaido is going to be like, damn. Well, I see now. This kid is broken. Luffy is broken. I'm going to see y'all later. You guys take care. Stay safe. Have a nice one.